If I had a dime for every time I was asked if I could own only one car, what would it be? Well, I'd actually own a car, as opposed to living a fantasy 1 week at a time. Not that I'm complaining, because otherwise I'd likely never have driven this unbelievable machine. It's the all-new 2011 Cadillac CTS-V Wagon. Other than its $64,290 base price, this car could do it all for me. In this day and age of scaled-back performance and cafe regulations, give GM credit for coming up with something as unique, crazy, and special as this. Taking the rarely seen CTS Sport Wagon and jamming it with a 556 horsepower, 6.2-liter supercharged V8 is a wonderful oxymoron. After all, its design is really very practical. It's a good old station wagon with a variable settings power liftgate and fold-flat rear seats, expanding cargo room to over 53 cubic feet, virtually doubling the cargo space of the sedan. The CTS-V is a small wagon, but it impresses with its carrying capability. And though I have driven a number of V sedans over the years, ironically it was this wagon that introduced me to the available 6-speed manual transmission. It's something that always made me laugh, as I sat in the Recaro high-performance seats, looking out over the bulge in the hood and revving up the big V8, which makes just asinine levels of seductive exhaust sounds. I would just sit there and think, I'm in a stick-shift wagon that'll blow away 99% of all the sports cars I'm likely to encounter. Its 0 to 60 time is still in the low 4s despite its 4,390 pounds, about 460 pounds more than the V sedan. It comes with magnetic ride control shocks, Brembo brakes, and Michelin Pilot Sport PS2 tires, which were replaced this week with Pirelli winter tires, which didn't help much in the snow anyway, and 19-inch forged aluminum wheels. Just like in the sedan, the V-Wagon has off-the-charts performance, and the stick shift just made it all seem that more special, with a high-effort clutch pedal and very direct and accurate shifts. This car is tight, with no unwanted body motions, which can lead to the feeling of a rather firm and sometimes loud ride, as the suspension crashes quite hard on rough roads, but it's not unbearable, and on well-kept roads, it'll play friendly. And that's another aspect I've always loved about the CTS-V. It can happily cruise around town without feeling like it's trying to get to the racetrack. Its power is summoned when you determine, and then it's pinned to the seat's fun. As you might expect, the fuel economy is not good. 14 mpg city and 19 highway on premium commands a $1,300 gas guzzler tax. And a couple of other nitpicks: the suede steering wheel and shifter feel great, but the interior always seems to look a little dirty, and the rear seat legroom could benefit from another couple of inches. But the next time your wife suggests it's time to shop for a minivan, take a minute to dream about this $68,590 example of how it feels to be the coolest dad on the planet. For Drive Time on Yahoo Autos, I'm Steve Hammis.